Okay, it's me, and I'm making a video that I really don't like making, which is kind of an informational video about a business. This happens to be a biological dentist. The main dentist's name is Blanche Grube, and I guess this is her associate, Huguette Duteau, board certified biological dentist, and they are at A10 Greenridge Street in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and that's their phone number. And basically, when you order their services, what happens is you get sent a packet like this one. I'm holding my hand over my name and my address and stuff. And basically, inside the packet is just a bunch of forms that you need to fill out. And when you're on the phone with them at first, they explain to you that it's going to cost $475. So basically, like, you're gonna have to pay them $475. But what you want to pay attention to is that, and also when you're on the phone with them, they tell you that you need to pay a $75 non-refundable deposit. Okay. So, they have you believing that they're going to save you, that your root canal tooth is really harming you, your mercury fillings are harming you, and you need to pay them $495, which $75 is a non-refundable deposit. So you go ahead and pay it. I paid mine on my credit card, and so now I still owe them $420, and that $420 should cover all the tests and things that you need, right? Wrong. Okay, so with the packet, you were also sent this test requisition form for blood work, and instead of doing the blood work there, what they're going to do is ask you to order these tests yourself from LabCorp and pay for them. So look at how many tests they want you to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So they want you to get 25 blood tests from LabCorp. That's like $500 at least, because I've had these tests before when I was really sick in 2013, and that's how much I was actually charged by LabCorp, is between $500 and $600. In addition, they send you the hair specimen collection kit, which they want you to chop a really big chunk of hair out. It's not a small chunk that you're going to have to cut off. And then inside the rim of it is this nice little note: enclose $60 and go ahead and order this hair test. But that $60 is another amount that they didn't tell you about. So basically it goes that you call them and that, they sell you on their spiel, and then you go ahead and pay a $75 non-refundable deposit, believing that the only thing you still owe them before your extraction or before your dental work is another $420. But then when you get the packet in the mail, you're suddenly hit with a request for, oh, and by the way, we need another $60 and then another $500 or $600. So those are things that they don't tell you about when you're on the phone with them, how much it's actually going to cost for those additional tests. They also have a few other pamphlets like scare tactics, like, do you want to be poisoned again while having your poisonous fillings removed? I mean, that may be true for some people. I had a whole mouthful of mercury removed and I didn't get sick from it, and it was from a regular dentist. There's her name again, Huguette Duteau. And I had all my mercury fillings removed. I didn't feel that it harmed me, but, with some people it might. And then they basically scare you about a poison in your mouth, which could be true. I've been scared about it. They give you a bunch of their information packets, but the one that you want to watch out for are these two that are demanding more money. And so basically the total that you will end up spending is $1,060, and no work has been done on your mouth at all up to that point. Then they will tell you what the extraction fee is. They don't even tell it to you when you first call. So when you call them and ask for the work, they don't they won't tell you how much they're going to charge. They just tell you that you need to see them in their office. You have to give them $495. They're going to test to see if there's electric currents in your mouth. They're going to do muscle testing. They're going to do this and that. Whatever they were talking about that they were doing in their office, it does not sound like it's worth $495. And the reason I was paid the $75 deposit was because I believed that all this work, all these tests were going to be done on that first visit when I went to their office, and it turned out not to be true. So yeah, and I called and I actually asked for my money back for the deposit, and I was told, oh, well, we have to ask the doctor and that she might give it back. And I was like, okay, well, guess what? Unless you give my money back, I'm going to have to write this story on Yelp because you're ripping off sick people. That's the definition of a ghoul. A ghoul is a horrifying monster that makes money off of the defenseless, sick, dying, and dead. And so what they're doing is they're taking unhealthy, sick, and scared people and ripping them off, because then if they cancel the appointment, they keep their $75. And I'm sorry, to some people, $75 is a lot of money. And it's just not right. It's not right to sit there and take money for nothing. And of course, the lady got all huffy with me and she was like, well, now that you threatened us. And I'm like, yeah, Yelp is a normal service that everybody gets to use. That is not a threat. That is what happens when you rip people off and charge them extra fees and not reveal to them how much they're going to be spending. So I'll tell you what I did was that I called a local endodontist and made an appointment. And for the Xrays, the consultation, and the extraction for this root canal, it's going to be around $500. And it'll be a one and done. And then it can heal. And, from that point on, I'll look at tooth replacement, which I can do either through an implant or a partial, whichever one, a bridge, whichever one I want. So, and that is, $500, and it's an excellent surgeon. And you just have to make sure, if you're going to get a root canal removed, you tell them that you get all the pieces of it out, because the pieces can be toxic, and you have to get out the periodontal ligament. And that's all they need to know. Those two things, they can do the work for you, no problem. And it's, this place, Center for Healing, will make it seem as though you need all kinds of stuff like vitamin C IVs. I don't even know how I feel about that. I don't like people tapping into my bloodstream or anything like that for any reason, unless it's a dire emergency. And so I wasn't too sold on the vitamin C IV in the first place, but they make you feel like you need ozone and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I think if you have a healthy, normal immune system, you don't need that stuff. Just go get it removed. Make sure they get all the pieces out, the periodontal ligament, and, go on your merry way. And it's a one and done, and that's it. So watch out for this place.